What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another TYSK report. Those tech articles are waiting on the docket, so let's not waste any time and leap right in. Auve Tech launches MiCa 2.0 autonomous vehicle AI software. Estonian autonomous mobility technology developer Auve Tech recently launched MiCa 2.0 and Auve Stack 2.0, the latest evolution of its AI-powered vehicle software. MiCa 2.0 is the intelligent core of Auve Tech's autonomous vehicles, enabling smarter navigation, smoother interaction with complex traffic environments, and continuous learning through edge AI. Designed to adapt dynamically to different mobility use cases, from mixed traffic roads to closed campus systems, Auve Tech said MiCa 2.0 signals a leap forward in safe, scalable autonomy. The Auve Stack 2.0 further offers predictive detection of pedestrians and unexpected objects, enhanced vehicle control for smoother, more accurate navigation, autonomous handling of intersections and crosswalks, dynamic overtaking and speed bump recognition, and multi-sensor fusion using both LiDAR and cameras for precise perception. Auve Tech is a 100% Estonian-owned company developing Level 4 autonomous vehicles aimed at reducing the reliance on personal cars. Its street-legal self-driving shuttles are already operating in open and mixed traffic environments across 4 continents. Building on its success in Europe and Japan, Auve Tech's momentum has extended to the United States, where its shuttles recently launched in Palm Beach, Florida. The company said its presence in the Sunshine State underscores growing U.S. interest in sustainable, autonomous public transit systems and highlights Estonia's export-ready innovation and mobility tech. I'm glad I brought you this news because right now we are looking at a portion of the future of transportation because of this article and that statement about not relying on personal cars. I do believe that is going to become the future. I believe more and more people are going to not want to have a personal car and will want to rely on something like this for their transportation to get them from point A to point B. In addition to that, there have been lots of talk about 15-minute cities where people will be able to get to work, their favorite grocery store, the park, daycares for their children, other fun leisure activities, all within a 15-minute radius. Now, if that occurs, there wouldn't be a need for a personal car. So with the rise of this technology, robo-taxis, and the ability to hail a Uber or Lyft, we could be looking at the beginning stages of what's to come within the next 5 to 7 years. EU approves first mixed reality flight simulator for pilot training. The European Union Aviation Safety Agency, EASA, has certified a mixed reality MR headset for civil aviation training for the first time, potentially signaling a shift in how pilots are taught. Built by Finnish startup Varjo, the headset, called XR4, replaces the screens in a flight training cockpit, which are smaller, cheaper versions of the full flight simulators used in the final phases of pilot training. The MR Tech blends digital environments with the physical cockpit and the pilot's real hands and body. Using a process known as masking, everything outside the cockpit is digitally rendered while the trainee interacts with physical controls. That hybrid setup is designed to allow pilots to feel as though they are really flying. It also includes eye-tracking features that let instructors see where trainees are looking. This can help teachers observe how their students react during high-stress scenarios such as low-visibility landings or engine failures. Varjo's device has been integrated into Swiss simulation device manufacturer Brunner Electronics' new flight trainer, which replicates the interior of a Diamond DA-42 aircraft. EASA's approval for the system gives it formal authorization for logging civil flight hours in Europe. Lufthansa's Flight Academy in Munich is already using tech to train its new recruits. Over the past few months, I brought you lots of different news about different companies utilizing virtual technology to train their new employees. So because of this news, I do believe this is going to continue to pick up. A lot of the news I brought to you in the past was related to the industrial industry, but this is the second time that I brought you some news related to aviation. Now, I'm very curious to know if this is going to be a lot better than actually having those recruits fly actual planes, but in the end, would it really matter if they get you to your destination safely? Beta Technologies' electric aircraft flies into NYC with passengers on board. Electric aircraft developer Beta Technologies recently hit a notable milestone when its Aliyah CTOL plane completed its first demonstration flight with passengers on board. The electric aircraft traveled 45 minutes before landing safely at JFK International Airport in NYC. The Aliyah CTOL has flown tens of thousands thousands of test miles en route to evaluation flights for FAA certification. As reported in the past, this aircraft is targeting full approval for commercial operations this year. Per Beta Technologies, the successful demonstration flight took place in the morning, assisted by a partnership between the electric aircraft developer and the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. This was a historic flight for the young aerospace company, as it was the first time its CTOL aircraft was operated with passengers on board. This NYC-bound electric aircraft transported a pilot and 4 passengers, including Republic Airways President Matt Costco and Blade Air Mobility CEO Rob Wiesenthal. Beta Technologies pointed out that the milestone of the electric aircraft travel with the passengers on board is the culmination of 6 years of rigorous testing and development. It also offers an exciting glimpse into the future of sustainable travel as Beta moves ever closer to commercial operations in the United States. The CTOL is the first AAM aircraft to obtain a market survey certificate from the FAA, enabling Beta Technologies to conduct demonstration flights under specific safety standards before being awarded full FAA certification for commercial operations. Alright, big news from Beta Technologies, so congratulations to them. I brought you lots of different news about this company working on their aircraft. They also have this FTOL vehicle right here, so they have their hands in different parts of this transformation that's happening with air transportation, and it's great that they had those passengers on board, because now people will be able to see that, get a little familiar with the technology, and start to feel a little bit more comfortable that they will be able to get on board of one of these aircrafts and get to their destination safely. Honeywell, Nokia, and Colt tap satellite to combat quantum security risk. Honeywell, Nokia, and telecommunications multinational Colt Technology Services recently announced a strategic collaboration to pioneer quantum-safe networking using satellite communications. The initiative aims to address the vulnerability of current encryption methods to quantum computing breakthroughs, one of the most pressing concerns in data security. As quantum computers evolve, they pose an increasing risk to traditional encryption methods that rely on complex mathematical problems. At the heart of the project is quantum key distribution, which uses quantum mechanics principles to share encryption keys securely. QKD could prove particularly relevant for organizations handling sensitive information, including financial institutions, pharmaceutical companies, and government agencies. However, QKD faces significant physical limitations, with effective range restricted to approximately 60 miles. The three-company alliance plans to overcome the barrier by taking QKD into space using low Earth orbit satellites to achieve ultra-long distance and transatlantic reach. The partnership aims to combine Colt's digital infrastructure capabilities, Nokia's network security expertise, and Honeywell's aerospace experience, including in quantum-focused satellite missions. This announcement follows a pilot Colt announced in March to explore quantum secure network across terrestrial networks. So this is some great news coming from Honeywell, Colt, and Nokia, because what they are working on is going to be needed in the future. Now, quantum computing is not at its full capacity yet, but it will get there one day. And when that happens, who truly knows what it's going to be able to do? And with the combination of AI, such as AI agents, would these two technologies be able to begin to operate on their own and do a complete 360 on the people, companies, and governments and countries that created the technology? Maybe so, maybe not, but we will find out in the future. So the only thing we can do right now is wait and see. Meet Toyota's new Aygo X Hybrid, the cleanest non-plug-in car on the market. Toyota unveiled the new Aygo X Hybrid earlier this week, boasting it has the lowest CO2 emissions of any non-plug-in car on the market. The Aygo X arrives as Toyota's smallest full hybrid, and based on its new GAB platform, alongside other improvements, the new model is more powerful, efficient, and fun to drive than ever. Like the new Yaris and Yaris Cross, the mini crossover will feature a new hybrid powertrain, replacing the 1.0-liter gas engine from the outgoing model. The hybrid model packs 116 Den HP, 44 HP more than the outgoing version, which is good for a 0 to 62 mph acceleration time of under 10 seconds. With new noise dampening components, dash silencers, and an updated exhaust system, the new Aygo X is quieter and smoother to drive and ride in. Toyota gave the mini crossover a new look inside out with a new hood, headlamps, and a front grille design that gives it a more sporty, modern look closer to other updated models. Toyota estimates that the improvements reduce lifetime carbon emissions by 18% compared to the outgoing gasoline model. The ultra-efficient hybrid powertrain is the main factor, but new materials and other processes help reduce emissions. The Aygo X Hybrid is set to go on sale in Europe at the end of 2025, and more details including prices and final specs will be revealed closer to launch. So that's just some of the latest news from Toyota when it comes to the electric vehicle world. And with this company, they are working on plug-ins, but lots of people who follow the industry says that plug-ins are really just a waste of time because eventually they're going to have to move over to fully electric. So I do wonder if there's something that Toyota knows about the future of transportation, or are they just hoping that these type of models will take off for their company, possibly giving them the capital that they need that could be moved over to working on electric vehicles. Bing lets you use OpenAI's Sora video generator for free. Microsoft has added a new AI video generator to its Bing mobile app that's built on OpenAI's Sora text-to-video model. The Bing video creator announced on Monday that it provides a free way to generate short clips with Sora, which is normally locked behind ChatGPT subscriptions, starting at $20 per month for Plus users. The video creator is now rolling out globally to the Bing search apps for Android and iPhone, and Microsoft says desktop and Copilot search support are also coming. In addition, Microsoft says that users can queue up to 3 video generations at a time and will receive a notification when they're ready. You can choose between a standard generation speed or a fast option that Microsoft stated works in seconds. Fast generations are provided for free, and after that, users will need to use the standard speed or redeem 100 Microsoft rewards points for each fast generation. Videos are 5 seconds long in a 19:16 vertical format, and support for 16:9 format video creation will be added at a later date. Videos will be stored on the Bing app for up to 90 days and can be downloaded or shared with other platforms. With this news from Bing, it could be just them wanting to have more people come over to their app and use it. Rarely do I hear about people utilizing the Bing app, so hopefully with this integration of Sora, more people will want to dive into it and use it, and with a couple generations of different videos that they like, it might just persuade them to want to stick around and use the app more often. Upcoming Slime Lab lets players go hands-on with liquid physics, and it's coming soon to Quest and PC VR. VR&D RetroCell announced it's working on a liquid physics simulator that lets you go hands-on with some very slimy creations. Targeting Quest and Steam VR headsets, Slime Lab isn't just about creating different slimes for fun, but making cold hard cash by fulfilling custom orders and bottling them up for your fellow slime lovers. You'll also have to keep your lab stocked and running, which means you'll need to order supplies, upgrade your tools, and unlock new ingredients for the widest range of possible slimy creations. RetroCell notes that the game will be packed with a variety of charms, glow effects, and variable stickiness levels. You can even melt it down or freeze it into new shapes just for the fun of it. There's no release date yet, although Slime Lab is said to be specifically optimized for Quest 3, noting it will have better graphics and more advanced physics simulation.